Hi there, this is Paige with Stamp Girl here on YouTube, and welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to share with you the projects that I made for the collab called Feeling Punchy, and this is something that I'm doing with my friend Linda Kaufman here on YouTube. And we are pulling out our punches each month and making some projects with them. This month I made some embellishments and I pulled out tons of punches. So let me show you the ones that I used. I have these big punches from Marvy, and they are two different sizes of scallop shapes. So I have a larger scallop square and a little bit smaller one, and then a larger rectangle and a little bit smaller one. And then I have circles, and I have ovals. Now I use these for the bases of my project. Then I pulled out a bunch of Stampin' Up! Punches, new and old, and I'll show those to you next. This is an old Stampin' Up! Punch called Spring Flower Bouquet. Punches out three little flowers. This one is called the Sprig Punch, one of my favorites. I have a medium bloom and a small bloom. I used this medium daisy punch from Stampin' Up! I used the bird builder punch from Stampin' Up! And I just used the leafy branch. I used Vases Builder from Stampin' Up! I used the leaf punch from Stampin' Up! And then I used this perennial flower punch from Stampin' Up! So let me get those out of the way. And I'll show you what I made. I think I mentioned that I made some embellishments. So for the circles, I made these three flowers. And what I did is I pulled out from my stash of vellum some different colors. So I had some orange and red vellum, some purple vellum, and some gold colored vellum. And then from my stash I pulled out some leaves. And those are these ivy leaves that I bought a long time ago at Walmart on clearance. And I'm still working my way through the box. This next one is where I used the sprig punch and the leaf punch, and then I layered those together and added a little silver bow at the bottom. In the background I used one of these leaves. Some of them are solid, like silk leaves, and then some of them are this, I don't know what you'd call it, it's like netting, organza leaves, and so I used those sometimes and these sometimes, and when I use these I cut them apart. And for the centers of these flowers, going back here, I used those little flower centers from Stampin' Up! Perennial Essence Floral Centers. I just have a few left. Okay, moving on with the Vases Builder Punch. I made these. Used different scraps of cardstock from my stash. I had some little white bows. The vases are popped up with dimensionals. Everything was punched with the the Vases Builder punch. And then my final project are these, where I used the flower trio, the spring flower bouquet punch, and just punched them twice out of each shape twice, and then layered them with dimensionals in between, and put some sparkly enamel dots in the centers of the flowers. So those are my projects for this month. I'd like to thank you for joining me. I'll leave a link down below to Linda's channel so you can check out and see how she used her punches this month. And now I'm off to create.